It all started on what should have been a normal Saturday afternoon. My kids had spent the day riding their bikes around the neighborhood, playing basketball at the park, and helping a few neighbors carry groceries. Everyone around us knew them as respectful, polite kids who always said hello and never caused trouble. But apparently, that didn't matter to one particular HOA Karen who had spent months looking for any excuse to complain about our family. She had already reported us for parking too close to the curb, for having a basketball hoop in our driveway, and even for our dog barking in the middle of the afternoon. Every complaint had gone nowhere, but that never seemed to stop her. This time, though, she crossed a line none of us expected. As my kids were walking home from the park, she suddenly came storming across the street screaming that they had stolen her wallet. She pointed directly at them, yelling loud enough for the entire neighborhood to hear that she had watched them take it while she was checking her mailbox. My youngest started crying immediately because he had never even been accused of anything before. My oldest kept insisting they had no idea what she was talking about, but Karen wasn't interested in listening. Instead, she pulled out her phone and dramatically called the police, telling the dispatcher that she had caught juvenile thieves running through the neighborhood with her property. Within minutes, 2 officers arrived, and by then half the neighborhood had gathered outside to watch. Karen confidently repeated her story, claiming she had witnessed everything with her own eyes. She even insisted the officers search my kids' backpacks and pockets. The officers remained calm and professional, explaining that they would investigate but also reminding everyone that accusations alone weren't proof. My kids willingly handed over everything they had. The officers checked every pocket, every backpack compartment, every bike basket, and found absolutely nothing. Karen wasn't satisfied. She kept insisting the kids must have hidden the wallet somewhere and demanded they be taken to the station for questioning. One officer politely asked if there were any security cameras nearby that might have captured what happened. Karen immediately looked nervous and tried to dismiss the idea, claiming cameras wouldn't help because she already knew what she saw. Unfortunately for her, our next-door neighbor had recently installed a high-definition security camera that covered the sidewalk, mailbox area, and much of the street. The neighbor volunteered the footage without hesitation. Everyone gathered around as the recording was pulled up. The video showed Karen walking to her mailbox while holding her wallet and several letters. As she sorted through the mail, she accidentally tucked the wallet between 2 magazines under her arm. She then walked back toward her SUV, placed the magazines on the roof while unlocking the driver's door, got distracted by a phone call, climbed into the vehicle, and drove away with the wallet still sitting on top of the roof. About 30 seconds later, as she turned the corner, the wallet slid off onto the road. Throughout the entire recording, my kids never came within 20 feet of her. They were riding their bikes on the opposite side of the street, laughing with each other, completely unaware of anything happening. The silence that followed was unforgettable. Karen's confident expression disappeared instantly. The officers watched the footage again just to be certain, then calmly explained that the children clearly hadn't stolen anything. One officer even pointed out that making false accusations against innocent people, especially children, could have serious consequences. At almost the exact same moment, another neighbor walked over holding Karen's wallet. He had found it lying near the entrance of the neighborhood after seeing it fall from the roof of an SUV earlier but hadn't known whose it was until hearing all the commotion.